Diego Maradona played a World Cup high on cocaine. Luis Suarez bit 3 different opponents on camera multiple times. Cristiano Ronaldo has been called arrogant, selfish, obsessed with himself for 2 decades. Football forgave all of them. Fans still sing their names. So here's a question that doesn't have an easy answer. Neymar never bit anyone. Never failed a drug test, never abandoned a World Cup. So why does football treat him like he committed the worst sin in the sport? Let's test a theory. Maybe it's the diving. Except Neymar isn't even in the top 20 most carded players for simulation in Europe. Players you've never criticized dive more than him. Nobody makes memes about them, so it's not that. Maybe it's the money. 222 million euros, still the most expensive transfer in history. Except Ronaldo moved for money too. Mbappe chased bigger contracts. Nobody called them traitors for it. So it's not that either. Here's the uncomfortable part. The reason might not be something Neymar did. It might be something he refused to fake. Go back to 2015. Barcelona, Neymar, Messi, Suarez. The most feared attack football had ever built, a treble, a Champions League trophy. Neymar, 23 years old, arguably the second best player alive. At that moment, he had a choice most legends face once in their career. Stay, suffer, carry a club for a decade, build a religion around your name, the way Messi did. Neymar looked at that path and walked away from it. Not because he lacked talent, because he didn't want the sacrifice that came with it. Here's where it gets interesting. Football has a myth it protects more than any trophy. The myth that greatness must cost you something. Pain, loyalty, years of grinding through injuries for one club, one badge, one dream. Ronaldo sold the world that myth through obsession. Waking up at 5 a.m. ice baths, sacrificing everything for the body of a machine. Messi sold it through loyalty. One club, almost his entire career, quiet suffering, humility. Fans don't just admire that, they need it. It's what makes greatness feel earned. Neymar broke the myth without even trying. He went to Paris, he partied, he posted from yachts, mid-injury recovery. He smiled during losses. He looked, constantly, like a man having the time of his life. And that's the part nobody says out loud. Football didn't need Neymar to be a bad player. It needed him to suffer for his talent, and he refused. Watch what happened next. Defenders started fouling him more than almost anyone in Europe. Some seasons, more than any other player on the continent. Not to stop him, to punish him. Commentators didn't just criticize his football, they criticized his face, his smile after fouls, his celebrations, as if joy itself was the crime. Ask yourself honestly, have you ever seen anyone mocked this hard for smiling too much? Then 2018, Russia, Neymar on the ground, rolling, in real pain from a broken foot months earlier that never fully healed. The internet didn't see an injured man. It saw a punchline, memes, remix videos, a moment turned into comedy at his expense. Here's the part that should bother you. That same tournament, other players faked injuries too. Nobody remixed their names into a joke that followed them for 6 years. Only Neymar's suffering got turned into a meme, because somewhere along the way, the world stopped believing his pain was real, even when it was. Fast forward. 2023, a torn ACL in a World Cup qualifier. Neymar, 31, in tears, holding his knee on the grass. No jokes this time. Just silence. Because for one moment, the world remembered something it had spent a decade choosing to forget. This was never a cartoon villain. This was a kid from Santos who once made millions fall in love with football through pure, uncomplicated joy. So here's the answer. Football didn't turn on Neymar because he cheated or failed or betrayed anyone. It turned on him because he proved something the sport didn't want proven. That greatness doesn't have to look like suffering, that you can smile through your prime instead of gritting your teeth through it. Maradona was forgiven because his chaos felt tragic. Ronaldo is worshipped because his obsession feels sacred. Neymar was punished because his talent looked easy. And football has never forgiven anyone for making the hardest game in the world look like fun.